Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is more prolific than Salah. Liverpool plot big bid for Europe's best forward. Liverpool's Champions League exit makes a firm comment on the importance of the summer ahead. Ultimately, Paris Saint-Germain were better than Arne Slot's side, deserving winners over the course of the two legs. But some fans will no doubt feel aggrieved by rather uninspiring attacking play. Effort and ability abounded in red in the home fixture, but a 1-0 defeat led to an agonizing exit in the shootout. Darwin Núñez and Curtis Jones missing. To follow a hackneyed saying, penalties are a lottery. However, there was something emblematic about Núñez's strike, not poor per se, but confidently saved by Gigi Donnarumma to raise an already confident French side and see them finish the job. This time next week, Liverpool may have retained their Carabao Cup throne, sitting as runaway Premier League leaders besides. But the pain was clear after losing their place among Europe's elite until we go again, as football invariably does next season. Mohamed Salah is known to wear his heart on his red sleeve, and indeed he cut a disconsolate figure as the Parisans rejoiced under the Anfield lights. Perhaps it's futile to read into it, but you can't help but wonder if this was his final foray on the European stage for the Merseysiders. Mohamed Salah's Liverpool future out of contract at the end of the season, 32-year-old Salah is approaching the final phase of his prime. He joined Liverpool from AS Roma in 2017 and has since lifted almost every major honor, leading the charge toward his and Anfield's second Premier League title in its contemporary branding. With 243 goals and 110 assists across 393 appearances, there's no question Salah's one of the finest forwards of his generation, and FSG are intent on tying him down for the next few years. Within reason, of course. Therein lies the problem. Salah is already Liverpool's highest-paid player in history on $350K per week, and while he's a supreme athlete and matchless goal scorer from the right flank, there's no certainty that he will still be firing at full throttle for the next 2 seasons. He will be dismayed that he couldn't do more in the last 16 of the Champions League, hungering for a second bite at the incomparable cherry. But Salah is about to dethrone 4 in a row Premier League champions Manchester City, posting 32 goals and 22 assists across all competitions. To replace him would take something special, someone proven to have enough to breach Slot's backline. So then, who do the Reds have in mind? Liverpool chasing one of the best forwards in Europe. Not the most popular name on Liverpool territory right now, but Ousmane Dembélé, 27, has been one of the best players in Europe this season and is rivaling Salah for the Ballon d'Or title. And according to Spanish reports, the France international has been earmarked as a potential Salah replacement, having followed him for a long time. It's noted that the Anfield board are admirers of his speed and his effectiveness in front of goal. As a result, they are now willing to submit an offer of around £100, 84 euros, to PSG. Such a lofty price tag would make this a difficult deal to navigate. But the allure of Premier League football after hitting his prime might hold sway in a potential summer saga. Why Ousmane Dembélé could replace Salah? It's becoming clear that Dembélé's incredible form has stretched beyond that of a purple patch. Indeed, having scored 21 goals since the start of 2025, 29 from 36 since the start of the season, he is turning into one of the finest in the business. In actual fact, he's been even more prolific than that man Salah this season, scoring every 1.2 games to the Egyptians' 1.3. As such, The Times' Peter Rutzler has even proclaimed that PSG boss Luis Enrique has transformed Dembele into Europe's most prolific forward. Is there any reason to doubt this right now? Absolutely not. Dembele ranks among the top 1% of forwards across the whole of Europe for goals scored, the top 1% for shot-creating actions, and the top 1% again for progressive carries per 90, as per FBref. Moreover, he has proved that he can throw down with the best of them on the continental stage, bagging 8 goal involvements from 10 Champions League fixtures, and indeed scoring at Anfield en route to besting Slot's Reds. Over those two-legged ties, it's safe to say he got the better of the great Virgil van Dijk and his defensive colleagues, amassing 7 dribbles, 3 key passes, and 5 shots on target. Development in football is not linear. Kylian Mbappé and Lamine Yamal, for example, might have achieved superstardom at a prodigious age, but Salah did not hit staggering heights until he signed for Liverpool in a $34 million deal aged 25. Don't miss, subscribe. Our second news is Liverpool and Tottenham battling to sign Morgan Gibbs-White. The Reds have an extremely talented squad, so Arne Slot has managed to help them mount a Premier League title charge this season, although he wasn't given many new signings in the last 2 transfer windows. However, it has been reported that the Merseyside club are planning to make moves this summer to refresh the squad and challenge on all fronts next campaign. Caught offside state that Liverpool are willing to strengthen the attacking midfield position and have registered a firm interest in Gibbs-White following his eye-catching displays in the Premier League this season. Forest don't want to sell the Englishman just yet, and are planning to hold talks with him over a fresh term, with his current contract set to run until 2027. However, Nuno Espirito Santo's side are open to letting him leave the club if they receive an offer of around 50 miles. Battle apart from Liverpool, Tottenham Hotspur are also showing a keen interest in signing him, while Manchester United, Arsenal, and Manchester City are in this race as well. The 25-year-old has been helping his side mount a top 4 charge in the Premier League this season. Forest are surprisingly third in the table with 51 points from 28 games, sitting 4 points behind second-placed Arsenal. He has even guided his team to reach the quarter-final of the FA Cup. In 24 league appearances, he has made 11 goal contributions thus far this term. Spurs currently have James Maddison as the only specialist creative midfielder, so amid his injury absence, Dejan Kulusevski played in the cam role. But he is more comfortable out wide. Gibbs-White is a dynamic, hard-working player and has showcased his qualities in the Premier League in recent times. Therefore, he might be a shrewd acquisition for the Merseyside club or the North London club if either club purchase him. However, it is going to be interesting to see whether the Forest star eventually leaves the club in the upcoming transfer window to take the next step in his career. Stay tuned for more updates on LFC Transfer HG, transfer moves, player signings, and latest news. Don't miss subscribe for more Liverpool FC transfer news. Our last news is Liverpool ready to make landmark £15 million forward bid as Man City eye Nottingham Forest stir. Rounding up the latest Premier League transfer stories with rumours from Liverpool, Manchester City, Nottingham Forest, and more. It's time for us to do our daily duty and round up all of the freshest Premier League transfer rumours for you. And having combed the global media for some suitably interesting stories, we are going to start with a story which should be of interest to Liverpool supporters. This one comes from Caught Offside, who claim that Arne Slot's side are ready to try bidding for Juventus forward Kenan Yildiz, a Turkish prodigy who has been linked with the Reds a few times over the past handful of months, but now we have a potential price tag. The report suggests that Liverpool will start the bidding at around 60 millers, 50 millers, after sending scouts to watch the 19-year-old in action. That may not be enough, however, with claims in the Italian media hinting that Juve would want something closer to 100 millers, 84 millers, to sell one of the brightest prospects. The 3 a.m. verdict: we suspect 50 millers is closer to a fair valuation than 84 millers, but inflation is hitting the transfer market so hard that we wouldn't be surprised if the fee spiraled higher. That could be pushed up by further interest from other clubs too, with the article hinting that other teams are keeping tabs without naming names. Looks as though Nottingham Forest's impressive progress towards the top four means that some of their best players will be in demand this summer. If this story from TBR Football is true, they claim that both Liverpool and Manchester City are keeping a close eye on right-back Ola Aina. The Nigerian defender will only have 1 year left on his contract come the summer, and could offer a cheaper alternative to Bayer Leverkusen's Jeremy Frimpong, another player on both clubs' lists, apparently. In Liverpool's case, it sounds as though they will only make a move if they do indeed lose Trent Alexander-Arnold on a free transfer this summer. But Forest are supposedly confident of keeping Aina around as they work to die him down to a new long-term deal. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.